Alright, let's give a big smash on him. Boom! Alright, so today we're talking about the new charge attack that I have been working on adding to Pixelworld. In the past, it was just a regular attack with each weapon in each direction, north, south, east, and west. Same with NPCs and animals, everybody had just a simple regular attack. Since then, I've been working on a charge attack that adds a charge attack for every single different type of weapon. That is just a mouse 2, and it adds a damage bonus for however much you charge it up, and then if you charge it up all the way, and even an extra bonus on top of it. So since then, I've naturally added a mana bar on the left side of the screen there. And when you damage a enemy, damage foliage, whatever it may be, you the mana bar actually goes up a little bit. And there's only currently I have it set to a constant number that this goes up, that you have to break things or damage an enemy 20 times. I might change that in the future, but for now that's how I have it all set up, and it works pretty well. So you actually, it's decently balanced, I'd say, currently. So you have to do a decent amount of damage, or you can do damage to plants currently to get your mana at full before going into a battle. And then once you encounter something actually to battle, like this pig over here, you can charge up your ability. Let's try the Mage's Staff. And it has the same weapon effect for everything. I made this weapon effect yesterday. It has some simple little particle system with an animation to it to tell you that you're fully charged up. Boom. And there you go. So that did not too much damage. Let's see how much it does so it does more damage than the regular attack. I think it did like 27, and then the regular did like half of that. I think for other weapons, there's like a higher percentage that the actual charge attack does than it. But I'd like to also maybe add crit chance to make weapon attacks not always do the same amount of damage based on all the calculations of attack, defense, and your amount you've charged. But I should be able to wipe out this piglet with a big old charge of the sword. Boom! And yeah, it adds a bit more variability to combat in general. It makes combat much more fun to do the little charge attack. I was sort of inspired by Hyperlight Drifter's charge and Eastward, actually. Before I actually want to jump into the code right now. And afterwards, I'll tell you a little bit more of some other stuff I've been working on. If you may have noticed, there's a difference to the water, which actually makes it look a lot more real. But I'll get into that after I go into the code. Sit tight, or you can skip ahead to the follow-up, where I can go slay some more. Maybe go slay a boss in the world. I will be right back. Alright, so now we're back in the Unity editor. And I want to show you the UI to start off with. The mana bar UI is broken up into the potion icon and the actual background of the mana bar holder, and then a power slider and mana slider. So the mana being whenever you hit something, you do a bit of damage to it, and the value goes up, 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 up till you get to the max. And then you have the power, which is actually when you're charging up, you're holding down right click to charge up your ability. This bar goes up on top of it. And then from there, we've got the potion icon, which pretty much just gets switched out with different potion icons, whether it's full of mana or full of charge. And that's how the UI is broken down. Let's jump over into some code for the actual charge ability. Alright, so we're over in VS Code inside of the mana bar script. So the mana bar script handles a lot of the actual charge attack. Of course, there is charge attack code built into the attack script, but for the UI and handling the state of the charge itself, we all have that inside of the mana bar. So we have a function for simply incrementing the mana bar. So whenever you get more mana, we just add a value to that slider that we just saw. And then once it's full, we switch to the full potion icon. That's pretty simple, straightforward. Then for the power bar, we just indicate, we flip a Boolean for when we want to charge. And then when we are charging up that power bar, we have this code inside the update function because it's happening every frame. Is the power bar slowly, that yellow bar slowly increasing as you're charging up. So that's how this code pretty much works. We are adding every second to that that power slider until it gets to the top, and then we switch to the full yellow potion icon, just simply like we did here. And then from there, we have a function to release the charge. This is also another trigger that's inside of the attack script. Most of this gets triggered from inside of the attack script. It kind of makes sense. And then we just have a function to clear that mana bar. And that's all the functions that are behind this actual UI and the charge itself. From inside the attack script, there's a lot going on because this is a general attack script and I have the charge attack baked into it. So you see, this is the normal quick attack. It's when you fire your left click, we set some values, and then we fire attack. And then we have our start charge attack when you use your right click, and then we check if the actual mana bar has any mana. If we don't, we can't actually do a charge attack. Then from there, we set some values. We charge the power bar, that function that we just saw in the mana bar script. And then we actually instantiate that charge effect that we saw, that little animation for charging. And then we have some other code, baked into the attack and baked into update and cooldown. And we have some other triggers that are also being set in, say, the animation controller to make sure that that sword is held back instead of just swung forward. It's very built for my system, of course. So I'm not going to go into the triggers there. You could probably figure out the triggers yourself. But that's the basic code that sets up the charge attack. And we generalized it for all attacks as well, simply because it's just a normal attack and it can be done for any weapon, which is really cool. So that's most of how this is set up. I'm going to jump back into the game real quick and we'll go slay a boss with a charge attack. I'm going to show you some cool new features that I'm also working on. BRB. Alrighty everyone, look who I found. Mama Goose! Let's get our boss music on! Whew. I just switched the dodge to middle mouse button. I thought it made more sense. Woo! Ooh, baby. Okay. Whoa! I don't know what just happened. That's a bug. Oh, that's so unsatisfying. I didn't even get to use the charge attack on him. Whoa, this is a great sword. Well, anyways, I wanted to fill you all in on what I've been working on recently. So, if you can see the water, I recently made it transparent and I added a pond floor. So you will see like rocks and seaweed that generate underneath water holes, ponds, whatever, which I really think adds a lot to the water. I have been working on procedurally generated armor, so I've been working on different armor types, different armor colors, so that's a bug as well. And fucking, whoa, that's a weird one. Oh, look at there's a turtle right here. Let's put these leggings away if we can. I guess I'm down to fight this turtle. This turtle can be our boss. He came to us. All right, so this is the final boss, as well as this sword is just jacked up right now. I don't know if anyways, it comes with the territory, lots of bugs to fix. I'm having a great time making this game, working on sound effects, trying to build a system for that that's not as buggy as this. I've also been working on, I know this is also another bug, but I've also been working on like placeable terrain like this, so eventually you could, like, I don't know, build something, build a house, like dig up dirt, build like a hovel, whatever. But yeah, working on stuff like that. It's really fun. I hope you all enjoyed. Drop a sub, share it, stick around for more Devlog. Also, if you have any ideas or feedback, please drop them down in the description below. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye, guys.